The old chateau remained at the edge of the town, covered in fog and secret. For quite a long time, the residents discussed the creepy murmurs that appeared to come from inside its old walls. Nobody knew who, for sure, could be uttering the sounds. However, everybody kept away from the spot as though it were reviled. One stormy night, a young lady named Eliza ended up looking for cover in the chateau. She had been headed to visit her grandma when the tempest hit, constraining her off the principal street and into the backwoods where the chateau lay stowed away. With no different choices, she moved toward the squeaking entryway and pushed it open. Inside, the air was thick with dust, and the aroma of old wood filled her noses. The excellent passage extended before her, fixed with pictures of harsh, confronted people from hundreds of years past. Notwithstanding the house's age, everything appeared to be set up, as though it had been hanging tight for her. As Eliza wandered further inside, she started to hear faint murmurs. Right away, she thought it was only the breeze. However, the words developed more clear with each step. "Help us, free us," the voices argued. Heart beating, Eliza followed the sound to a huge room toward the finish of the lobby. The room was vacant with the exception of a terrific chimney and a huge mirror that mirrored her pale face. The murmurs became stronger as she moved toward the mirror. She touched the glass, and the second her fingers brushed against it, the surface undulated like water. Out of nowhere, the room loaded up with a cool whirlwind, and the mirror gleamed with a spooky light. From inside the glass, figures started to arise, spooky ghosts caught inside the mirror for quite a long time. They had been reviled, bound to the manor, incapable to discover a sense of harmony. The walls had retained their affliction, their requests for discharge reverberating through the passageways. Eliza realized she needed to follow through with something. The spirits murmured directions in her ear, directing her to a secret compartment in the chimney. Inside, she tracked down an old, dusty diary. The diary had a place with the manor's unique proprietor, a brutal magician who had caught the spirits inside the mirror in an attack of desire and fury. Adhering to the diary's guidelines, Eliza accumulated spices and relics from around the chateau, playing out a custom that would break the revile. As she recited the antiquated words, the walls of the chateau started to shudder, and the murmurs became stronger, practically stunning. Then, with a last, resonating break, the mirror broke. The spirits were free. The house fell quiet. Depleted, Eliza staggered out of the manor similarly as the primary beams of first light penetrated through the trees. The tempest had passed, and the sky was clear. She glanced back at the chateau one final time, presently disintegrating and rotting before her eyes. The revile was lifted, and with it, the spirits of the lost were at long last settled. Eliza got back to the town, where she was hailed as a legend. Be that as it may, she at no point ever discussed the murmurs in the future, and the manor was left to disintegrate into ruin, its dim history blurring into legend.